I presume we are live. I didn't change my settings, so we're not necessarily going to be doing 0 latency, but I only have a 5-second latency here. And so real quick, I just want to line things up here. Anybody who's tuning in on the replay, please consider liking and subscribing, or else nothing will happen. Just, be nice. And here we go. Okay, good. I gotta click on a button here, and we're just gonna make sure we get the chat window up, right? So we can highlight any not so super chats, because we don't do super chats here. We just do conventional chats. And man, I had to take a shot before when I started this stream. It's crazy. So anyway, there we go. We got the chat window, and this here, if I understand it correctly, we just click on this. And let's fire it up. Test. Good. That should work. Maybe I'll make it a little larger. Yeah, that... Hey, where's my face? There's a glitch. Oh, I know what's happening. Uh-oh. Come on, computer. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Pause video encoder, please. Okay, are we good? We good? All right, we're good. So we had a little glitch there. In fact, I think we still have a glitch. Let's try it again. So this was interesting. I clicked here, and my icon didn't come up over here. So I was like, well, that's weird. So then I remembered that sometimes the hardware doesn't like it when you're running a video encoder at the same time. So I guess we could do a little quick science here, so to speak. So I have my CPU doing its thing, and if we click the play button here, it's going to resume the video encoder. Okay, so there we go. Now, when the video encoder runs, now it should be noted that regardless, I think OBS is utilizing this graph over here. But this is where all of the action is happening. So good news is this video encoder is actually reading a file off of my network drive. And even though it's reading it from the network, we're getting 300 frames, 420 frames a second, which is very good. I mean, like, it's going blazing fast, but it also means I think that there's less CPU time available to the streaming software. So for a minute there, OBS and YouTube and Chrome didn't like it very much that all of this activity was happening. And so anyway, I should probably pause this during this stream. So yeah, I'll pause it for now, but let's do an experiment. I paused it, I resumed it. Okay, good. It lets you pause and resume in the middle. Because sometimes, like, if you pause certain video encoders, they will basically make you start over. Like, you'll pause it, resume it, and then it'll be back at 0%. But anyway, enough on that. We'll let that rip later on. The reason I'm encoding these videos is for my upcoming video on Starships. I want to do a Starship prawn video, basically just like showing my favorite starships in various science fiction and anime franchises doing cool stuff. I especially have a fondness for space colonies, and I'll give you an example of a space colony right now while you're here, Moira Kitty. It's good to see you, Moira. Hope all is well. So one of my favorite space colony ships is Macross 7. And so we actually start off here. This is, the musician Nikki Bazadar, and you can see we got like a little Eiffel Tower there. And as we zoom out, it looks like a city. And then we see it's not just a city, it's a colony ship. It is a spaceship. They got this big mirror here, which isn't really there to reflect sunlight. It's like a hologram or something like that. It's a holographic generator. and it sort of contributes to the sunlight. And you know, they got environmental systems. They have skyscrapers inside. They got a couple of skyscrapers outside the city. They have this area here. The Boku district is actually down here. And it's like they all have these windows that can see space. I think they might have like actual display panels on them, but they got like clouds and weather. And people just live in these cities like normal people live in these cities, you know? And of course, it's an anime about, you know, space battles and all of that. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well, Moira Kitty. It's good to see you today. And you know, just taking it easy. There we go. So in the year 2030, they sent a fleet of these colony ships out and some of their support vessels of various sizes to help defend, and then, you know, all that jazz. So, you know, this is what we got going on here. And Macross 7 is cool because they have like a number of these ships that look kind of funny, and they're pretty large too. Like people live on them. One of them is an agriculture ship. The other one is like a Hollywood type ship where they do like, you know, movie production. They got a science ship which like is called the Einstein. But you know, so these here, I have to re-encode these because when I try to drag and drop the original video files into my editing software, I get these red boxes over here. You can see on the left side of the window. So for some reason, this program does not like the format of these files in their original form. So I put a video encoding application to task. Basically, you just tell it, take this file, you drag and drop the file over here, and you tell it, save it to this file or save it to this folder. And then once you do that, you know, then you got a file that is compatible with my editing software. And also recently, I finally got this to work. Usually people do it with StreamYard, but I found a way to do it where I can just click on like that. So kind of cool. It's a little weird how that feature works, but I'm glad I have a method that is independent of StreamYard and Restream. Right now, I'm using Restream as my streaming platform, and if you want to join at any point, let me know, Moira Kitty. Put on my headphones and let you join. Although right now, you know, I just gotta do some housekeeping tasks here, and I've never actually done a multi-person stream on here. I've joined one today. The legendary Tron, nice dude, had a stream going on. He invited people on as an open stream, and I know how to click the link for his stream, but I don't know how to I have no idea how to join, how to invite people. If I even wanted to, I don't even know how to do that. So real quick, I'm gonna just explore that because it would be good to know. Yeah, I haven't the faintest idea. Thank goodness for that mute button, huh? Had a little cough there, but yeah, I haven't the how do I do that? I might be doing this wrong. I think I was supposed to, if I want to invite the people into a stream, I think I have to do Restream Studio, and then I would use the OBS virtual camera. So what comes up over here would come up over here. Oh, and look at this. I have a little glitch over here. If I go into my main OBS window, there's like a little black line over here on this box on the bottom here. Oh, okay, I see what I did wrong. Okay, that's easy to fix. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I can live with that. All right, there we go. Just doing a little tweaking and experimentation here. Let me try that again here. Okay, good, that works better. Might have to adjust that, reposition it, resize it, but I said it's good enough for now. Let's crack a window open. My computer is emitting a lot of heat right now. I think my friend Loki of Loki's Mornings of Mischief has a stream coming up very soon. So, oh my god, shit, fuck, pardon my language. So, I have another issue here. So, I'm new to using Restream, right? So I'm using Restream to run a stream, and I gave it a title. That's the title I gave. But when I go over here to YouTube, it says VHS capture and encoding. This is not the name I intended to give this stream, so I still have a bit to figure out here. So for now, I'm just gonna go and rename the stream by simply clicking this button here and copying and pasting the other name. But I have to do some research. I gotta figure out like how this works, you know? So the actual name of this stream is supposed to be Starships, Video Encoders, and Streaming Tools. So apparently I have to figure out what I did on this side of the equation, because basically it's very weird. Like, you create the stream on Restream, and then it forwards it to YouTube. It goes into the YouTube studio under, yeah, right there, the dashboard, which I lost. Yeah, this here, see, that's my stream. And then, depending on how you're looking at it, there's different ways to like click on it. There's different categories of crap. It comes up differently. So if I go here to content and I click on live, in order to like, so I create the stream on Restream. So I go to this website, Restream, and I say schedule an event, and I put in my settings. Then I go here and I click on this where it says view live in control room, or there's a quicker way to get to that, and we just did it multiple times. And there it is. So it's automatically, because I'm creating the stream on Restream, it was giving it the wrong name, and then I have to manually update the name here. So I still, this is why I'm using Restream today. I mean, one, I'm paying for it, and two, I want to be able to, you know, get it working, you know, right every time I use it. And so there we go. So now I have to do this again. Open. I have to do this one more time. I have to navigate this. But yeah, if you're still here, Moira, you know, how are you doing? Are you having a good Friday evening or Friday afternoon, Friday daytime? I guess, yeah, I'd say we're in the same country, so I guess it is Friday evening, right? You know, it's a little rainy outside though, huh? I mean, I don't know if it's rainy over where you're at, but it's rainy over here. Yeah, so one issue is when you resize the chat window, it affects the positioning. So the way this works is it's filtering out the color black and making it transparent. That's why when you see the chat overlay on the screen, it's transparent. And then if I resize the window, you can see how it changes this. So, you know, it's not the way everyone does it, but I saw a tutorial on this, and I really liked that this could work independently of the chat platforms, of the streaming platforms. So I decided to, you know, utilize this. Oh, cool. I should probably put my third monitor somewhere lower so I don't have to keep looking up like this. Even though I do have the chat over here too, so that works. But to click on the chat, I have to look up and click on it like this. So, yeah, gotta work on that. But still, I gotta say, having 3 monitors is pretty sweet for what we're doing here. So yeah, 80s and 90s toy ads. I remember, oh shoot, you reminded me of something I was working on earlier. So let's take a look here. I gotta log into my other computer because we have, well, I didn't record an old VHS tape. The VHS tape I recorded today was only like 20 years old. Okay, it's not that old, but it's an old, you know, enough VHS tape. So I use this application to record my VHS tapes, and I was recording the Galaxy Express 39 special on the sci-fi channel. And so we're gonna have 20-year-old commercials on here right now. So let's see what we got here. So this was the cartoon. This is a movie, and they did a whole entire television series of this, but they also did like a remastered movie version of this particular animated series. And yeah, there we go. So we're gonna copy that over the network right now. And then I can play the audio on screen, which may or may not be good for the copyright thing, but let's see what happens here. So this file here, I think we can delete this file. And wow, this is a long setup. I hope that goes blank because, okay, good. So the only problem with my method of digitizing VHS tapes is that I now have a 7 GB file that only has like 3 minutes of video on it. So I have to like splice it out, or else this blue section here will take up 7 minutes. Yeah, the remaining 20 minutes will take up a whole like 5 extra gigs of memory. But other than that, I'd say it's a pretty good process. So we just copy, move that over the network. Excuse me, computer, what's your problem, computer? Why don't you like me, computer? Close the folder and try again. Oh, okay. Sure. Is that better, computer? Oh, I see how this works. All right, well, let's hit the cancel button. There we go. Is that better, computer? Wow, that's weird. Well, let's try that again, computer. All right, let's just close this application. That application is being super stubborn right now. All right, so if this can be deleted, all of this can be moved. So luckily I made a little shortcut right over here. We got some 90s commercials right there. So there we go. It's as fast as you're gonna get over a local area network of this caliber. Yeah, so you know, Moira, I basically, you know, I have a lot of VHS tapes. Now, right now I'm prioritizing digitizing home video footage, you know, family memories, that type of thing, right? But some of it is like, you know, like this is like, you know, some Japanese anime that was recorded on the side. No, this is actually the wrong tape. What is this? Jingle All the Way. Contact. Oh yeah, the movie Contact, the Jodie Foster movie. So what we used to do, my dad used to do in the 90s, was we'd rent, you know, movies at Blockbuster or Palma Video or West Coast Video, and then he'd copy them. And so because a VHS tape has 2 modes, and let's see if this has a label. You got EP mode and SP mode, right? SP mode is 2 hours, EP mode is like 6 hours. And so if you want to save money on tapes, you record a bunch of stuff on EP mode, and then that's how you get 1, 2, and apparently possibly even 3 movies on one tape. The only catch is that the quality is really kind of sketchy, you know? I mean, it's not that good quality at all, but you know, it works. It totally works, you know. It's a way to, you know, keep your costs down, right? Especially parents, you know, they're running a family and all of that stuff, so you know, they really gotta like you know, find ways to, you know, keep their costs down. So now I'm looking for a folder which I totally misplugged. Don't delete that, computer. And so like when you record a Star Trek marathon or something like that, you get some of these you know, commercials and things of that sort. Here we go. So we got 2 or 3 out of like 6 files here. So now I can share my audio, and hopefully it's not going to be too loud or too low. But you know, if you find that you are interested in the sound track and you can't hear it, let me know.
Zone. The stakes
now periodically I'll mute it unless I get to a part where it's like worth watching, because the problem is, you know, you get all that copyright crap, right? You know, so if YouTube matches up the audio, they're gonna be like, Nuh-uh.
Major hazard. You left the base without authorization. Proceeded to Burger King and ordered a rodeo burger.
I've served this command for over
Answer the question. Did you order the rodeo burger?
You're darn right I did. It was flame broiled and delicious.
Burger King salutes small soldiers with a tasty new rodeo burger. Cheese, onion rings, bullseye barbecue sauce. Right now, part of the
One thing I gotta say is VHS tapes get pretty good audio on them. Like, I could hear that bass
If you ask us,
really
it just
clearly.
tastes better.
The following is a special presentation of the Sci-Fi Channel.
Welcome to
So,
Anime
when I was
Week
5
on the
years old,
Sci-Fi Summer Movie
My family used to
Blast.
watch Galaxy Express 39.
Konnichiwa!
And then
Welcome to the Sci-Fi Channel's Anime
in like
Film
1999, like or 1998, the Sci-Fi Channel advertised that they were having an anime film festival, and we're like, oh holy shit, they're playing episodes of Galaxy Express 39. So, you know, we're all like pumped. We're like, oh, we could rewatch this show that we used to watch when we were like kids. Like, I mean, I was 10, 12 years old, but we used to watch this when I was 5. Like, me and my brother would sit on my dad's lap and he would just read the subtitles to us. So the Sci-Fi Channel is playing the dubbed version of Galaxy Express 39, and it starts off with this like lady, right? So it's like anime week. She's animated.
Konnichiwa! Welcome to the Sci-Fi Channel's Anime Film Festival. Groovy! We are rocking your world with the hottest craze in entertainment today. It's a Japanese take on animation called anime. I'm the live-action anime girl and your guide. My name is Apollo Smile. I love tonight's movie. It's a classic intergalactic adventure, Galaxy Express 39. The story is based on the comic book or manga created by Leiji Matsumoto. He's also the creator of the series Star Blazer. All aboard, everyone! The Galaxy Express 39 is about to
Oh
leave the
damn! Well, I hit the
station.
wrong button. I just wanted to
Live-action anime girl
pause and
tonight's
remark at how hard this lady's nipples are. Well, I don't know if they're particularly hard, but they are particularly visible.
It's a classic intergalactic adventure, Galaxy Express 39.
I mean,
The
you can
story
see
is
that
based on the comic-
despite this being in standard definition, lower than standard definition. I mean, this is a VHS tape done in EP mode. So the lines of resolution are significantly reduced.
Comic book or manga to leave the station.
And I think that's the megalopolis city. Alright, we gotta mute the audio again. Wait, where's my audio?
It's Apollo by Lee.
Yeah, good stereo sound. You know, it's very weird that, like, typically when I'm digitizing a VHS tape or something, yeah, I'll get these, like, weird things on the edge. But this year, like, I don't remember, I think on my original TV, this would have been somewhat cropped. You know, they call this the overscan area.
If you think about it, life is like a kind of journey, one that begins and ends.
I'm muting the audio again because, like, I don't know how sensitive, like, in fact, I should really check the stream status and see if I got any notifications up here. Apparently not, but you gotta be careful. The audio is like a sure giveaway when there is something that gets content matched, and in the video I've discovered also sometimes comes up as something that also gets, like, you know, actively filtered.
A train is a steam engine. A train carrying upon its endless rails the dreams, the hopes, the ambitions, and the youth of all humanity.
Wait a
And the
second.
hope upon its steam
That's like a
engine,
knockoff of the
train
ship from 2001.
carrying upon-
Yeah, the music, that'll get matched up instantly, huh? So yeah, and I mean, let's see. I'll find more commercials in a second, but I'm feeling nostalgic right now. So anyway, my first priority was to get some videos ready for the editing software. And we have that now. We have the Macross 7 on the timeline. The audio works. And that's only possible because we ran it through a video encoder. So I still got to finish these, but they're processing at a record pace. So once I'm ready to dedicate my computer to that, I'll let it rip. Second order of business is my Xbox modification. But real quick, let's see if we got any of the commercials here.
Like Hidden Valley. It's the original.
Stronger?
The classics endure because they were done right. Like Hidden Valley.
Did I really just integrate a salad dressing commercial with this anime?
Because Hidden Valley is the way ranch is supposed to taste.
They say fruit's good for your body. Everybody loves fruit. Natural fruit. Wild fruit. Fruit of the loom. It's underwear. Get it? Everybody loves fruit.
It's a basketball.
The thrill of a new sport.
That might get me copyright claimed right there.
Adoration of their fans.
I want to be just like you when I grow up.
The love of a good woman.
That's a dude. It's impossible. Just look at her.
Back when it was okay to make that joke.
Creators of South Park.
Brittany's underwear, dude. Oh, dude.
What are you guys doing in my mom's room?
Basketball. Rated R. Starts Friday.
Yes, it's me who kicks, don't you?
Oh.
Now, hi there.
Hello.
Now you want to be shocked and amazed by our psychics, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Well, this time, it's me who's going to shock and amaze you.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. I'm giving you 12 full minutes with a real psychic for free.
12 full minutes, all in one call?
Yes, all in one call, no strings attached. This 12 free minutes is for real.
Then do I have to join a club or something?
No, this free is better than free. In fact, you're under no obligation to spend a single dime, and you will definitely get your 12 minutes free.
Well, it sounds pretty good.
To be eligible, caller must sign up for long distance service change. Well, I don't know what the fuck that means, but it sounds like you're signing up for a lot more than 12 minutes.
12 minutes free.
Well, it sounds pretty good.
Honey, listen to me. This is so free that you speak directly to your psychic on an 800 number.
On an 800 number. Wow, it really is free.
Exactly. So don't miss out. Pick up your phone and call this number right now. Get your free psychic reading with 12 full minutes free.
Call now for your real.
I'm offering you exactly what you've always dreamed of. They're watching what we do. They got the whole world wired up. What we're dealing with.
Be careful what you wish for. Welcome to Paradox. Premieres Monday.
I wonder if that was a good show. Never heard of it.
Only on the Sci-Fi.
Oh, good. Let's watch more Apollo Smile.
Were influenced. In the 1920s, the first Japanese films were influenced by American animators. Anime's popularity didn't boom in Japan until the 1950s. The stories were about rebirth and technology, and they fed into the nation's need to look forward from its defeat and their destruction in World War II.
Yeah, like little historical sound bites there, you know? Little fun facts. Kind of rubbing in the defeat thing there for the Japanese, if you ask me. Wow, this is going for a real long time without any commercials. Like, who cares about a freaking train or commercial? Ah, shit.
Galaxy Express stop will be a Titan. That's Titan. Second largest.
Oh my.
100% pure Florida.
Dad, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, right. 10, 10, 3, 2, 1.
You were the one who told you one.
Me.
We
spent $2.
So
I got a story. My brother knew these guys who were going to a dance. So on their way, their car breaks down. That's when they see this beautiful girl.
Can you give me a ride to the dance?
Yeah. She's cold, so she asks to borrow one of their shirts. And the next day, they try to get it back. They go to the same spot they met her.
Boy!
hello. Your daughter borrowed my shirt
Couldn't have been my daughter. She died 20 years ago.
It's a true story.
Now at Kmart.
Millions may know the story.
Oh, God.
But only one network can finally bring you the film. Showtime wins my vote for artistic bravery, raves the New York Post. And Time magazine says, a touch of greatness. So don't miss one of the most talked about films of the year. Directed by Adrian Lyne. Lolita. The exclusive.
Here I come. Rock something.
A free bonus album of Chicago 99.
To order, call 1-800-917-9966. Use your credit card and receive your free Blues Giants cassette or CD. Or send $12.99 plus $3.95 shipping to the address on your screen.
And on the next episode of Sliders, Home Sweet Home no longer exists.
They have destroyed our world.
A brand new season of adventure.
That was a good show. So anyway, I'm going to use the balance of my time to prepare for a video recording while I watch a stream on another channel.
Dude, no, I'm not even, I don't even.
So at this point, yeah, gonna just record some video. Alrighty, for our first order of business, we must... Alrighty, for our first order of business, we must prepare this SSD for use in an original modified Xbox. This is a Corsair CT500 series 1TB solid-state drive. I chose this brand for a multitude of reasons, and I have a Corsair, a Crucial SSD. I always mix up Corsair and Crucial, by the way. I don't know why, just the letter C. I see Crucial and I mix it up with Corsair. But I have a Crucial SSD in my computer as well. And I chose it because Crucial is designed to have more sectors allocated for reassignment or reallocation. So as some of the individual blocks wear out on the SSD, they go bad. And that can lead to, premature failure. They allocate extra blocks that can be reallocated to replace the bad blocks so that the thing keeps chugging along for longer. In an Xbox, this may not be as vital, but in any case, it is definitely a good, reliable, all-around SSD of this type. So I'm a happy camper. And so to get it to work in an Xbox, it's very, basically, it is the same procedure as getting it ready to work in an original, getting a regular hard drive to work. We have an application called Fat Explorer. And we've already opened it. We've plugged the SSD into a USB adapter. And we're now going to format it. So we go to Formatting Tools and we click this. And then we tell it what drive to format. Then we tell it to use this particular setting because this is what allows us to have a larger than 128 gig SSD. Basically, this is going to give us a 900 gigabyte partition to store Xbox games and other software. Now, I've already done the formatting, so I don't have to do it again. But, it took a couple of minutes, and during the process, it also lets you automatically copy the files required for the E drive, which basically contains your game save information. But it also contains additional data that allows me to get video previews of the games listed in the menu. For the next step, we now need to mount the drive, which means access it so we can copy data from it. Or copy data to it. So in this case, we're going to mount drive letter C, and we're going to put the baseline files in. Now, this doesn't actually prep a soft mod. This doesn't get it ready to work yet, but this puts the files in there that allows you to run the setup, allows you to run the application that will make the soft mod happen. So we'll paste it right in here. That's a relatively small data set. After that, we want to do the F drive. Now, F drive is pretty much loaded. I have emulators. I have different game console emulators. Now, we don't necessarily need to copy all of them in there. But we want to at least copy enough data to see it work. Looks like there's an update here. There we go. Now we can copy all of these games, which is like 100 gigs more. It's a lot of gigs. We can copy these homebrew games. We can copy these emulators, which include original Nintendo games. So we'll start there. So as you can see, that is going to take a hot minute. So bottom line, we copy these folders. After I copy these folders to the Xbox, and these aren't even absolutely essential, because I've already copied the important files. These files here. When I put this SSD inside of an Xbox, and it boots up, I'm going to get a menu, and I'm going to be able to pick an option on that menu. In fact, it's going to bring up an auto installer. It's going to be like a little app that automatically loads up from here. And it's going to basically do some tasks. It's going to, 1, install some patches and updates. 2, it's going to copy some additional data to the E drive and possibly the F drive. And bottom line is, when everything's said and done, the Xbox is going to turn off and turn back on. It's going to restart. And that Xbox will now have a nice fancy menu on it with cool stuff on it. And that is the gist of it. I can't remember for the life of me what order you do these steps in. But in the end, you follow these steps. And you'll have a working modded Xbox. And I had to basically alter these steps a little bit because if I use the Rocky 5 auto installer, it works, but then I have to configure a bunch of crap from scratch. And what I find to be more preferable is to copy an existing setup that is already configured, it already works, because when I bought a Xbox on eBay, it had a soft mod on it that came with like previews. Like literally you go into the menu and you'd get these video previews. Every time you highlight a game on the menu, it would give you a little preview. And it's not working now? Wait, let's see. Here, let's try that again. So, for example, like... So, the way it would work is... When I bought the Xbox on eBay, and you go through the menu, you'd have a list of games over here. And as you highlight each game from the list, it would update the entire background, and it would show you a video preview, complete with sound effects, to show you, you know, a preview of the game. And very interestingly here, this video format does not like playing on here. It's skipping like a mad mother effer. But it doesn't matter if this video preview skips on my computer. That one plays good. No, actually, this is skipping like crazy too. So something about this video format doesn't like playing on here right now. But it doesn't really matter because they work on the Xbox. So each of these little videos come up on the Xbox. And, you know, you get a little preview of the game. So it's like I highlight, for example, if I highlight Crimson Skies, the menu on Xbox will look something like this. You'll have a video preview of the game. You'll have a list of other games over here that you can highlight. And then every time you highlight a different game, it'll give you a different, you know, video preview. In fact, this video preview actually works.
Ushering in a
See?
new era of
So you highlight a game, and then if I highlighted Crimson Skies, the entire background and video panel here would come up, and it would give you a little description of the game, and some video and audio.
Sky piracy. This is a world on fire.
And the thing is, to soft mod Xbox, you have to copy files to the C drive partition on whatever drive you're putting in that Xbox. But if you download the generic files, it isn't pre-configured with these cute little video previews. However, the one I bought on eBay was pre-configured with all of that. All of that stuff was set up properly and all of that. So I find it more logical to simply copy that. And anyway, I think that is something I'm going to have to save for another video because I'm heavily mentally distracted off topic here. I'm all over the place. But finally, the last thing I want to cover in this stream before jumping into a game. Actually, this I have to keep Fat Explorer open because if I close it, this won't work. So okay, we'll leave that open. The final thing, or was it the final thing? It might be the final thing, was the process by which I digitize VHS tapes. So let me just so we're gonna open up and we know it's payday for many of y'all, yeah. So don't be cheapskates now. I'm sorry, I was cracking up at Mike Rouch, the puppet. This guy's fucking nuts. He goes, I'll be back in a minute. I need to slip into something more comfortable. Oh my god, it's fucking crazy. Oh, this guy, he's nuts. He's nuts, man. He's a madman. Alright. Where is my brain? Okay, so I need to connect remotely to my other computer. For the final phase of this video, or in fact, in this video here, we are going to begin... I gotta stop using streams to record new videos. Alright, from the top. In this video, I'm gonna hit the button here. Yeah. In this video, I'm gonna go over how you can digitize VHS tapes using a DV camcorder. Now, to demonstrate this, I'm gonna remotely connect to my other computer. I have some folders already listed here of videos I've recorded. And there's two ways to do this. Typically, if I'm doing like home video footage from a VHS tape, obviously you put the VHS tape into your VCR. Now that VCR is connected to a camcorder. The output from the VCR is going into an input on the camcorder. And then the camcorder is connected to my desktop computer via FireWire or a DV cable, DV to FireWire cable. And this works because there is a setting in the menu called DV or AV to DV mode. AV to DV capture. Basically, it passes the composite AV signal through the camcorder and then sends it out through the DV port, which in turn goes to my computer's FireWire port. And so the net effect is whatever comes up on the VCR screen will come up in whatever application I'm using to record, you know, a DV format video. Now, why is the screen gray right now? It is gray because my VCR went into power down mode, and so this gray screen is coming from the camcorder or it's something generic. So here's the caveat. When recording from a regular VCR, like I have a VCR here, the camcorder simply remains on, and anything that comes out of the VCR comes through the camcorder and then goes through the FireWire. But the computer cannot control the VCR. I have to manually put the tape in, I have to manually rewind it or press play. But when you're working with the videotapes like the mini DV cassettes or the digital 8 video cassettes that work in the camcorder, the FireWire or DV cable can be used for controlling the camcorder. Now, how do we do that? Well, here's an example. If we use Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro, which of course you would run Final Cut Pro on an Apple computer, both of these applications have the ability to control a DV camcorder. Basically, any camcorder that has a FireWire cable and a digital video format. Now, I actually have a lot of video cassettes that are not digital, but they fit inside my digital camcorder. And so I'm able to use this method to not only digitize mini DV, or in my case, digital 8 cassettes, I can use it to digitize analog 8mm and high 8 cassettes. So to do this, we might, for example, create a file called test. In this case, it's not going to be widescreen, so we're going to keep it on standard. But it does support widescreen. It's an anamorphic resolution. Ah, shit. Okay. I forgot to do this. So from the top. When you have a digital video cassette in the mini DV or digital 8 format, or even a DVC Pro format or tape cartridge, you can use Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro, at least older versions of these applications. And so once I launch Adobe, in my case, I would go to this menu up here, click on Import. And in this case, import is utilized for, whoops, wrong file. Whoops. I clicked on the wrong button. Oh man, I gotta edit this stream now. Alright, so something went really wrong here just now. Okay, there it is. That computer is a little on the slow side. So anyway, once I have Adobe Premiere Pro opened, and this basically works similarly in Final Cut Pro, at least when dealing with old versions, we go to the file menu and we look for capture. And this doesn't work with like analog capture devices. It doesn't even work with an HDMI capture dongle or an Elgato, but it does work with anything hooked up to a DV or FireWire port. So for instance, right here, it says untitled tape. So I'm going to give it the name 2600 tape, because that is the name of the tape. I'm going to leave the clip name blank because I don't know where to begin. And we're going to just hit play because we've already rewounded the tape. And when I click that play button, it is supposedly telling the camcorder to begin playing. And as you can see, it's clearly working. In fact, it is working. There we go. We get a little audio there. I don't know why I'm not seeing anything on my screen right now. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Well, I think that this program does not like playing video in a window like this, so that's a pain in my ass. So anyway, that sucks because that totally messed up my demonstration. You know what this means is that I can't even demonstrate this unless I run OBS on that computer directly, which is exactly the type of thing I was absolutely trying to avoid. But anyway, for demonstration purposes, we're recording video from the tape, and I'm going to click stop. Then when I click stop, it's going to give it a clip name. I'm going to say, call it untitled clip. It's going to say that clip already exists. I'm going to say overwrite that clip. So now, there should be a video here. Yeah, so that's bullshit. So when I press F5 to capture video from the camcorder, it gives me a freaking blank panel. That totally sucks. Once I watched the Long Days show and was confused as to why. That was a really confusing morning for me. So anyway, bottom line is we saw that we can rewind the camcorder, we can control the camcorder, and it actually generates this video clip. And this is actually that camcorder had those digital effects where it gives you that cool pixelated. Now the problem was we press this and it doesn't want. It's not even copy protected. It's just for some reason this is not compatible with whatever software I'm using right now. Chances are it would actually work if I did open up. Whoops, wrong one. I just had a brainstorm. So actually, if I go to my, I have an idea. Oh, come on. Okay, that's better. I hate when that happens when you have a multi-monitor setup. Okay, so I have an idea. If I take monitor 2, interesting. So I could almost swear I've been able to record the screen from that before, but apparently it's really not having it right now at all. Let's see, we're going to switch back to monitor 1. I'm going to do a little experiment here. Premiere capture. Yeah, it sucks. I have to record this process from the other computer, so that's a waste of my time. So finally, I want to do a quick test because I usually don't use Restream.io, but I want to see if Restream can do better quality video than whatever other application I use. So before we do that, how's my Xbox thing going? Okay, it looks like it did what it was supposed to do. So I'm totally not playing this freaking game right now because it's not really terrible. It's just that it's missing a lot of features. It's not that well of an improvement right now, and it doesn't work with the NVIDIA encoding. Oh shit! Oh, I know why. You know what happened? So when you're tugging cables that get snagged from the back of your computer, and you have a drive like this one here that is not being, oh my god, I gotta fix that. Okay, that sucks. I have a powered USB hub, and it has an AC adapter, but if I unplug every night when I go to bed, I hear the powered adapter, USB power adapter making this whining sound, like it makes and its high-pitched whining sound drives me batshit insane. So I basically just say, okay, I'm not going to use that power adapter. So I unplug it. You know, I go to bed, I unplug the power adapter, and I go to bed. And that's all fine and dandy, except that during the daytime when I go to use my computer, if I don't plug that power adapter back in, if I forget to plug it back in, the USB hub doesn't power things correctly. Like, for example, I have these peripherals, so if you jiggle the USB cable ever so slightly, devices will disconnect and reconnect because they're not getting enough power as it is. So usually I would keep the power adapter plugged in at all times, but like I said, I can't sleep with that whining noise when I'm not tired and I'm trying to fall asleep. So that had the net effect of disrupting my data transfer and potentially risking the corruption of data. So I have to now reinitialize that because I don't trust it. I have to remount it and dismount it. Number 4 doesn't does. Tell me true. Where I guess we're in the clear. The clear. So we're in the clear. Okay. Where was I? That is the wrong drive letter.
Hopefully that doesn't like affect my channel in any way. Freaking what the was that? This is why I don't like him. I don't like him because he's a freaking he is a wackadoodle imagination. There's 100 like SJWs I'd rather have on than him. Why? Because he does stuff like that. Stuff like that. And the guys were like they were like giggling and stuff like that, but they were like, "Oh my goodness, this should not happen. This is not freaking appropriate for the internet, for our show." Yeah, I'll put you on my TV so I can drive a race car. That's right. Put me on that TV and drive that race car. What kind of race car is it? It's a fast one. Is it Indy? Is it stock cart? Is it a trophy truck? I'm guessing it's RC, or is it maybe like, is it like a video game? actual race car? DJ Roy G, do you actually have a race car? That's freaking cool. Yeah, one of our buddies, one of our good friends in the family, his name is
I can't. This guy's killing me right now. The fucking.
it's a rally car.
This guy's killing me right now. I just saw that Snacks and Friends is going live right now, and
Spin up that dirt. You hug that tree.
I pick a bad time to stream. I gotta stop trying to stream on Fridays at this time. It's like I gotta do this like at 5 p.m. instead of like 10.
For the championship. Once you humble, once you faster the next time, and then once you win it like 7 times in a row. Yeah. L3. Okay, that was our final clip. That kind of made me sick. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. Wow. That kind of made me sick. I'm actually a good fan of the disgusting. That was disgusting. Wow. I sometimes catch them on replay. I'm actually a good fan of the FNT guys. I do like their stuff. Friday night. I sometimes catch them on replay. Pasta. I can't watch them live because all that good stuff. So I'm working. It's a Friday night. People want pizza. Pasta. Chicken wings. Beer. All that good stuff. So, little snacks making like freaking 600 pizzas a night on a Friday night. This piece of machine was freaking God. He was God of the freaking sauce and dough. People are like, wow. Just like juggle. Game toss. Did hand toss like three doughs at a time. That was amazing. Wow. People were like, wow. No one gave him a tip. Not to cook. You know what? We're gonna have a recap vote. I've got to know how to mark. 90% of the work. Aristotle have spoken. Guess who gets frankly making the Russians as a development deal with Lucasfilm. It's unfair. Well, you know, I get it. There's a difference between the wages, you know, and their wages are actually, they have to, they're paid less because they can take tips and stuff like that. I get it, but here I am, going around the show, keeping good people, good company. Oh, yeah, actually not bad. Last week, we got $30 in tips. It's true. 30 whole dollars in tips. That was good, which is sad, but hey, some people, if you want really good food, and the kitchen staff knows you are going to tip them, they're going to make your food super extra nice. I mean, normally, they're a good cook. Any cook worth their salt will give you good food. But if the cooks know you're going to tip them out, and treat them well, let's just say, chef's kiss. Give her some love, you get that chef's kiss. And people, you know what the chef's kiss is? It's deliciousness. Oh, food is delicious. Food is good. A lot of good food. All food is delicious. Yeah. You want all food to be delicious. We can sell good food.
Now, why is this not in full screen mode? Well, it's not in full screen mode because whenever I play it remotely on my Steam Deck, I have to put it into windowed mode, and I usually set it to 720p since I'm playing it on my 720p plasma. But for this one here, I'm on the fence. Do I play it in ultra widescreen mode? I think I'm gonna just play it in regular 1080p. Now, I've actually played this game in a 200 hertz mode before. Be gone. Oh well. Gator. Uh-oh. That's interesting. YouTube is all like, your stream is not getting enough video to run. Is that true? Well, it looks like it's working fine right now. Quality looks pretty good to me. I mean, I don't know what YouTube is talking about. I think when I'm running the recording feature in OBS, that's when the computer starts to struggle. So just now I turn on the recording feature, and now see the graph went from this valley back up to this higher area here. But that shouldn't be taxing the resources too much. In any case, let's just continue my rally career. Oh, this car needs repairs, yo. Like, this car needs repairs like a mother. So, did it actually repair the car? Oh, no. I mean, none of the important shit is being repaired. So, light damage, exhaust light damage. I mean, I think the body work is what matters. Oh, wait a second. I should be able to repair everything. Oh, yeah, I could repair everything. So, good. I got $1 million, basically. It's going to cost me only 10 grand. That's not too bad. Actually got off pretty good there. Oh, hey, what's up there? Super Mario Man. Is it Mario 10 Day? Is it like today's the day, literally? Like, I most certainly do like Mario. I like Mario so much, I'll prove it right now. I like Mario so much that not only do I have a classic vintage American Nintendo within roughly arm's reach, but it's covered under a pile of things, so I'm not gonna grab it right now. Not only do I have an original NES gamepad underneath my you know, what do you call it, bed, which unfortunately is tangled up in a rat's nest of wires right now, and although the gamepad should be bundled up in a nicely, neatly tied knot, I couldn't really pull it out, or I couldn't find it. Not only that, but I love Mario so much that when I found out they were selling this in the Nintendo store, I jumped at it. It wasn't even terribly expensive. It was like 30 bucks to get this, you know, modern Bluetooth NES gamepad. And it's just, I love it. It's like, I can tell you for a fact that this thing is a perfect replica of the original gamepad for the classic Nintendo. Like, the only difference is this little button here, which is part of the mechanism that slides it onto the Nintendo Switch. And that's how you charge it. It weighs a little bit more because there's a battery inside, but it's not very heavy. It's like, it's no more heavy. If you took the original gamepad, it would feel extremely light compared to this. But when you take the cord and you wrap it around the gamepad and put it on a scale, they are basically the same weight. So essentially, I would say this is not any heavier. And frankly, it's not prohibitively heavy. Just, I know it's heavier. It feels more solid, actually. And the main difference is this gamepad has bumpers up here. So you got your L and R buttons here, which is a little awkward depending on the finger length here. But it works. It totally works. And so sometimes you have a game where like it's like maybe it's got more buttons than A and B. You play a Super Nintendo game that has an X and Y button. Maybe you don't need the L and R buttons. Maybe you only need X and Y. So you can use these buttons in different ways, and you can play lots of modern games while using this. And in fact, I think I'm going to put the race car game on hold because this can wait, even though my computer is going to emit a lot of heat. And if I switch my input and I power on my Nintendo, I should be able to switch to HDMI input. Is my Nintendo on? Yeah, my Nintendo's on. Okay, good. So I was playing Zelda. Oh shit, wrong button. Pardon my language. Let me try that again. Okay, so I gotta turn on my Nintendo. I probably have to resize the screen or something. Okay, yeah, so let me just resize the screen. Oh, it is Mario Day. Let's take a look at what they... You saw that? Let's go to the Nintendo store and see what they got brewing real quick. I'm going to save my Zelda game real quick. I think it's already saved, but I want to be sure. Because I can revisit Zelda anytime. And the easiest way to do this is to go into sleep mode and wake it up. And yeah, I think it's a pretty cool gamepad. I really like it, you know. It's just like I said, it's a beautiful gamepad. Oh, okay, I got my modded Xbox over here. I gotta turn this off real quick. Let's get some audio over here. Okay, so now I think we wake up the Nintendo from sleep mode. We get a picture on screen over here, and I press Y on the gamepad. Then we can click here, and maybe they'll have something on sale. That's why, like, when you mentioned this, I'm glad you mentioned it, because maybe I'll find out there's something on sale here. And hey, wait a second, I gotta fix something here. There we go, just so I can be able to do this. Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, the green screen thing, I actually have walls that were originally green, but I bought a new can of paint with a different shade of green. But I am using a green curtain too. Like, you know, I bought this not like a few months ago. And the only thing I could do better is if I maybe like had my desk further away from the wall and was able to fill in the lighting gaps better, this would work that much better. But the way I have it set up right now is I basically set it up, I put it into zones. So I have the bottom, well, that's not it. I have zones over here. So essentially the top, see how I'm still here? I did that so that I can adjust the settings for the chroma key. The chroma key is this, you know, feature that lets you use a green screen. So I actually have different settings down on this half of my screen and different settings up here, in addition to blocking out this entire area so that when it's sunny outside, the sunlight doesn't mess up the green screen, so I don't have to like go crazy with the settings. So anyway, I was hoping they would say there's a sale or something like that. Hey Google, switch input to HDMI 1. But now let me take a look here. How do I... Whoops, I got it. Where's the gamepad here? So let's see. Did I have any sales here? You can save on Mario Superstars, Donkey Kong Country. Okay, good. So there are... And then wave 2 is on 324. Okay, so we are on wave 1 starting on 310 to 323. And I could buy some of these games here. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, it's good to know though. Today's the 10th anniversary of Mario, and that's pretty important there. Let's, I guess, wait. There was already a link. It said sale for 310. Oh, well, we'll go straight to the store. But yeah, I just love this gamepad. Now, why did I buy this gamepad? I bought this gamepad for use with Super Mario Maker, you know, because I bought Super Mario Maker 2, and I basically bought it. I'll show you exactly why I bought it in a moment. I bought it so that I can play basically brand new levels, brand new Super Mario Brothers 1 levels that people make custom online, you know? And let's see, 33%. It's not enormous savings, but it's something. So I have some time to plan. Maybe I'll get one of the Luigi Mansion games. I heard pretty good things about that, but let's just dive right into it. So we're going to go and real quick just play a little Mario now. Which Mario do I want to play? Well, we have options here. Like, I could play original Mario, and I'm a cheater. I use save states heavily with this, especially Mario 2, the lost levels. I'm going to tell you the truth. I make very heavy use of that. And I'm not ashamed because Mario 1, I mean, look, where is it? Who is the name of the guy? What's the Japanese guy's name? Well, he was, wait, wrong button. He wasn't messing around. When you get that game and you play the lost levels or the original Japanese Mario 2, and the first thing that you see is a freaking poison mushroom, you know the guy is dead serious. He is not messing around at all. You know? So, I mean, I just love this game. Like, how do I... Okay, I gotta activate my controller. I know how to do this. I've done this before. So, I think usually I go here. And actually, there's a couple ways to do this. Sometimes I'll put it into sync mode. I'll press the button on this controller, and I'll just tell it to synchronize the controller. There we go. That was easy. I didn't even have to go into the menu. So, now, I can actually use this gamepad. Like, this is a dream come true here. And this is, like, granted, it's a swimming level. And let me know if the audio could be louder. Now, I don't know if can I kill these guys? I forget. Can I stomp on them without dying? I'm afraid to touch them. Okay, what is the answer there? So, anyway, let's jump right into it. So, one of the things I love about this game is, you know, aside from the built-in, what do you call it? You know, story mode. There's a endless challenge mode, and I'm playing it on 2 difficulties right now, and I'm on easy and I'm on normal. And so under easy, I'm on like I'm up to 409 levels, and every time you end a level, it tells you like what your standing is in the grand scheme of the universe, like how many people in the world. And I think last time I was like 30,000, which like that means 30,000 people in the whole world are above me in that list. But it stands to be reason that if I keep at it, oh, that sucks. If I keep at it, maybe I would be down to 10,000 people. I mean, there's only 100,000, or there's a few 100,000 people in my town. I think it's actually almost 1 million, but it stands to be reasoned that I might be able to get to the top 10 list. So some of these levels are obscenely simple, and you know, I'm missing some buttons, but sometimes they don't use all of the buttons. So using L and R bumpers is enough to get full functionality in these situations. And then other times you get a level that is like ambiguous, you know, where the person is not clear at all regarding the directions. You know, they just throw you in there and they tell you like, figure it out, buddy. And luckily this is not one of them. Oh, and then this is cool. So actually, if you get that little mushroom on the bottom, it goes into Super Mario 2 mode, Doki Doki Panic mode, basically. If I get this mushroom, I become Giant Mario, apparently. And can I jump? There we go. We use the L and R button. So far, like, this is like what I love, being able to play original, like, styled Mario levels. They're not precisely perfect replicas, but, you know, you get that happy feeling that I would get when I played this game when I was like 5 years old.
Let's go.
Oh, okay, okay. You know what's gonna happen here? You can't jump over that. So that's what I was talking about when it comes to like impossible. This is clearly nearly impossible to do. And there is a trick to it, and I'm not even sure what that trick is. Now, I can quit the level, or I could try, you know, again. I can skip it. There might be a trick to this, so let's start it over real quick and see. So when I go to the door at the end, it puts me into this area over here. And I don't think I was supposed to go to that door. I think I was supposed to stay where I was standing. In fact, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. Now, luckily, I have a million bazillion lives, so I can afford 100. I see now. There we go. I should have gotten those coins. Okay, now I understand what's going on here. I'm gonna waste one more life. Ah, see, that's my mistake right there. So, what happened was I did it already, and now I can't use that box anymore. So, to do this, I have to, stay in that area, and then hit that box. But yeah, I can't say enough good things about this controller. Like, from the day I ordered it to the day I got it. Actually, I could say one bad thing about this controller. The one bad thing about this gamepad is that even though it supposedly has Bluetooth support and it works on the Nintendo Switch, when I try to link it to any of my phones, there's like a massive delay. Like literally you'll press jump and it takes half a second, maybe even a whole second before Mario reacts. And that's no good because, like, you know, half a second makes a humongous difference in this type of game, you know? I mean, like, half a second right here, where this type of stuff happens, you need that to be on time. Good, so now we can jump over this. I'm afraid to do this. Oh! Shit! the power saw there. Okay, I had to recollect my marbles real quick. Now, I do see a warp pipe there on the bottom, but... Okay, so if you stood on the icicle, you'd be dead right away. I gotta say, like, this was clever. This is why I like Super Mario Maker. You get these cleverly designed levels once in a while. Let's go. Oh, yeah, you gotta be careful on these right here. Now, real quick, let's check if my friend, the Mario fan channel man, is doing a live stream. I'm gonna guess he might be live right now because, he does a lot of live streams. Oh yeah, so the weird thing about some of these levels is you don't press any button. Like, oh, this is a clever one. This is a clever one right here. Look, no hands. Oh shit, wait, I might have to do something there. Alright, let's do that again. That was a clever setup. So you get these weird, like, you saw what happened there.
On his desk, he's got Fanta. And he's got a window escape
So it's hard to see what these are, but I'll show these on the camera. These are fake mini Trojan condoms. Well, I'm Mexican, you know, they don't need to be big. Oh, signed by Gary and Yep.
All right, one more.
Mexico. Sombrero.
The star power ran out.
What do you guys think? I think the kids at the orphanage need
Some of these are kind of ridiculous. Oh, come on. I missed the freaking thing. I would have pressed right on the pad if I'd known. It's like a little over the top sometimes, but you know, people do it as an art form as much as a game playing experience. I'm not going to dislike it, but I'm not going to give it a heart either. So this would be my contribution for Super Mario Day. I think I'm going to conclude this part of the stream. But, you know, maybe I'll revisit this later because I do really like this game a lot because it really lets me get, like, see, like, I gotta play this level. I mean, it's not Super Mario Brothers 3, but it is a brand new level for Super Mario 3, and that part, oh god, that part I do love.
My mom opened this whole thing with me and everything. And you know what she said after she said it? She's like, well, Mijo, I think he knows you very well. I'm like, Mom! He knows your size and everything.
Hope I didn't just make a mistake. I don't know if that's cheating. It feels a bit like cheating because I didn't actually defeat the foe. I just cut the bridge out from under them. But technically it counts. It counts. And so yeah, I'm playing a modern day Super Mario game. I'm playing a modern day Super Mario game on some genuine original NES gamepad. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that as far as Mario experiences. But yeah, everything is perfect. The screws are lined up exactly the way they are on a real gamepad. The only difference is the ejection button and this stuff over here. And basically the other difference is that this label is printed perfectly, whereas the original one, they were going for mass production and it wasn't perfectly lined up, and that was totally normal. There was nothing wrong with that. So yeah, that's like the main thing there. So let's see what the next level hold is before I end this. See, 24,500. Oh, I have to play this one. What did I just press? What button did I just press? Oh, okay, that's the skip button.
When you guys coming to Hilton Head, South Carolina? Anytime you want. Dude, come please. Dude, it'd be awesome, man.
Okay, so a lot of times people will make like variations on... Whoops, sorry. A lot of times people will make variations on original levels, and that can be a little bit uncreative. People do it because they see it as a way of getting more likes. I didn't mean to do that. What? You can't kill the piranhas? Okay, good. So they made it unique over here, but I don't think there's any bonus material down here. We could check. And if you jump over it, you could jump over it, but then you lose the ability to jump and get the 5,000 point bonus. And that's like the other caveat with these custom-made levels, is that people can, you know, sort of like violate the conventions. Like, they would never let you jump over the flagpole in original Mario levels, right? But in this one, they let you jump over the flagpole. Like, the only way you could jump over the flagpole in the original game was if you had a Game Genie. Okay, if this level is a level that I don't want to play, maybe I'll play this one anyway. Oh, that's whack. We need to have the
Oh no!
Alright, so the trick is... Aside, now this level I should be playing with a normal modern gamepad, but we're gonna stick with this, it works. It's gonna be over. No, I'm just gonna start over. I got like 4 seconds. Yeah, I should definitely be using a modern gamepad for this, but I'm gonna try one more time. Oh my god! I'm trying to get a running start, and when I try to do the running start, it like does the stupid cat thing. Hey, what's up, Alan Copeland? How you doing, buddy? I saw you jump in yesterday. I didn't even notice your chat until after the stream was over. I'm currently popped into watching Loki's stream, but I was already doing this stream, and I just didn't end it. Like, someone jumped in, and then I kept going, you know? And then, like, this young man reminded me today was Super Mario Day. 10th anniversary? No, it can't be the 10th anniversary. Well, anyway, we're just gonna really quickly try to beat this level here. This is Super Mario Maker 2. And got it! And I had lots of time to spare, so that's good. Now, I don't know if my audio is too low or too loud. I know sometimes if there's a loud game, that can disrupt the ability for the microphone audio to shine. Oh, and let's try this new feature out. Yeah, I could do that now. Oh, I gotta make an adjustment to that. It's a little off-center. Let's fix that. There we go. Okay, that's fixed. Yeah, so I'm just playing around with that, you know, but I can do chats now. So yeah, this guy showed up today. March 10th is Mario Day, Mario 10 Day. I think it's Mario Month. And I guess he's just counting the days. But yeah, this guy's got a Super Mario Brothers fan channel, movie fan channel. And thank you for confirming. And basically, he does a lot of live streams. But what was interesting was, there's a YouTuber I recently subscribed to whom I highly recommend. His name is Action Man Gaming. And this guy is a riot, okay? In one of his, like, recent live streams, or video game streams, actually, not even streaming, he recorded himself playing God of War. And it was absolutely hilarious. Like, he's just, like, you know, kind of like, he's got this, like, voice modulator. He's got this voice modulator that is over the top deep, you know? Like, I'm a manly man. And so he's playing God of War. And while he's playing God of War, he's like doing the part where you gotta chop down a tree. He's like, oh man, is there any action in this game? Because, you know, I'm a man of action. And then, like, in the game, there's like a little kid in the game, right? It's the son of the God of War guy. And he goes, there's a kid in the game. You know, it's every man's responsibility to have children. Like, and he's like saying these like funny things. Like, and I don't know, just the way he does it. I don't know. The guy had me cracking up like thoroughly. And, yeah, so that's Action Man Gaming, and reason I mentioned him was because the person who runs the Super Mario Brothers movie fan channel, he had Action Man sort of like co-hosting it, or like he lent the chat. I don't know if Action Man's playing games on that channel all the time, or if it's two people who are operating the channel, but there was like one video in here somewhere. And I should be able to find it if I switch to this here. So, am I on the right monitor? Okay, good. So, if I go here, and it's the gamepad I'm playing with right now. This is the coolest, most amazing gamepad. I got the Switch Pro controller, but this gamepad is just it's a perfect replica. I mean, look, the screws are lined up in the right place. I have an original gamepad somewhere in the corner, and if I put them side by side, everything is identical except for this locking mechanism here, and the presence of this, you know, thing where the charging connector is, and the L and R buttons. Like, aside from that, it's a perfect replica with a slightly higher build quality than the original, but amazing. So somewhere in here, if I type in Action Man, yeah, here we are. So this was like the one stream, and I don't know like if he does all the streams, but I can definitely just show you what I mean real quick. So if I put on my desktop audio, let's see, we're gonna... Perfect. Okay, so if I put on my desktop audio real quick, I'll show you what I mean.
Hi, I'm Action Man Gaming. Sometimes the people that own this channel let me come on as a guest host.
Now, the other example of this guy's content is right over here. So if I go to his channel, Action Man Gaming, and we go to his God of War video.
Hi, I'm Action Man. I'm a new man of action on the scene. Today, my action is going to be to play God of War. That's kind of what I look like in real life. Very big and buff and strong. Except for I'm not bald. I got long hair. 'Cause, have you ever heard that bald heads suck? Baba ding 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 duck. Just kidding. If you're bald, I feel sorry for you, but you don't necessarily suck. Chop. Chop them beesies. Actually, a lumberjack simulator game. Oh. Yep. Now what do we do? Seems like very strong man that looks like me is thinking. Thinking. Must wrap wrist.
Found some.
Oh, look. There's a kid.
Get in the boat, boy.
It must be his son. Now, I recommend everyone who is a man of action take action with a woman to make a baby. And may that first child be a masculine child. Because if you have a son, you're basically cloning yourself so that you always have a best friend.
Okay, so that's enough of that. I just wanted to underscore why I'm highly recommending Action Man Gaming here. Like, I mean, that video alone, like, sold me. And he's got, like, 6 videos up right now. Latest one is about 2 weeks old. And I just hope he keeps doing these types of clips. I don't care if he does them every single day. I just genuinely hope he keeps doing this type of content because, like, it's good. I mean, you know, I think he got demonetized at some point for some reason. Maybe, I think he got demonetized, maybe, I don't know, I gotta ask him if I speak to him in the future, like, you know, what was it? Did he have a different channel that got demonetized, or was it this one? Because I know at one time you could be monetized with very few subscribers, and then now they raised the bar. But yeah, I mean, like, what he's doing here, it's just super funny. Like, he made a joke about the Chinese weather balloon over here, or the spy balloon, when he was playing Fortnite. He did a World War II video where he had some rational points included in there about war and the institution of war. But, you know, I mean, just, dude cracks me up. So, you know, apparently he did this video 5 days ago on the Mario channel. And apparently did a few videos. He did 3 videos on the Super Mario channel. In fact, this was the one I watched when it came out.
about to do a back.
This is actually his real voice, I think. I think he even says somewhere in the stream, like, this is my real voice. But I had a blast watching that video, and Admiral Neckbeard, I don't know if he's the same guy who runs this channel, but he showed up on my channel right after I watched this stream, and he was pretty funny, because apparently he's got like 4 different names, or like President Neckbeard, Admiral Neckbeard, and you know, he was just kind of cracking me up, like. So anyway, I think that about concludes this. I think we're gonna call it. Let's see what's going on with this game here. Okay, so we're still set up on this D-pad here. We'll make sure it saves my progress. Alright, there we go. I'm not gonna even try to find out what else is here, because if I do that, I'm gonna just keep playing one level after another. Mr. Alan Copeland, you have a good night. Thank you very much for tuning in, and once again, I highly recommend Action Man Gaming if you want to laugh at some future point in time. With that, Godspeed, and good night. Make your that noise. Alrighty, I may come back later on with another stream for anybody else who tunes in on the replay. In any case, please consider liking, subscribing. If you have any questions, comments, or ideas, please leave a comment. And for now, we shall end transmission.